The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Get it! Street!
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Back to throw, Willis.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The Raiders at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down.
Check smash.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Now. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Willis on the option to the right.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
1st and 10, Willis. A short one there to Fryermuth.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up second down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Ready,
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Willis looking to throw it.
His throw incomplete. That his first incompletion after a 4-for-4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
19-18.
3rd down, it's Willis. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down, so Kansas City sends out Tommy Townsend.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Okay, ready?
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Willis. He'll let this go for Adams.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Davante Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Now Mahomes.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You look at this Raiders defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Second and 10.
15. Come back. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Attack!
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5. First and 15.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
Broken tackle as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's second and 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, here's Mahomes.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a first and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 57. 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown!
Isaiah Pacheco.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4 and 4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Willis.
He hits Adams complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Play action. Here's Willis.
It got his man complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Again, Willis to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
2nd and 20.
Mahomes going to throw.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes.
This ball deep for Tony.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Taken at about the 36. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Willis looks to pass it here.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
19 Charger, 19.
They go play action with Willis.
And he will find his man on the outside. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Give them 12 yards that time at a Las Vegas 1st.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one.
Let's go
but
now.
Occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Ready, set. Crackle 80.
Off the play fake, here's Willis.
Touchdown Raiders. Devontae Adams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Mahomes now to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They go play action. Now Mahomes.
This ball deep for Tony. That is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Mahomes again. And his throw here is incomplete. Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
70 Timberwolves.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. Pacheco gets it up the gut.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. That is caught. He's got the first down, and more than that. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 40 yards. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready. Hurt, hurt.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot and take a big shot downfield?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
60 Eagles.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And Jacobs is going to have a Raiders first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
On first down, Willis. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Willis. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Jacobs going to try the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Willis looking to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And 2 there on the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
2nd down and 6 now.